Sheldon is fixed in Young Sheldon Season 6, but this only serves to exacerbate the Big Bang Theory. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. In the Young Sheldon Season 6 finale, Sheldon eventually makes amends, but this only serves to worsen the continuity of the Big Bang Theory. The original plan for the Big Bang Theory spin-off was to tell the genesis story of Sheldon Cooper. CBS expanded Young Sheldon's fan base over time, fueled by the socially awkward genius's fondness for telling stories from his youth in Texas. It is now the most popular comedy on TV. Sheldon's time in the spotlight was much diminished as it changed up its narrative in the past few years. However, that might have been for the best, because it seemed like the program was at a loss for what to do with the character. Young Sheldon Season 6 is where CBS' shift in storytelling style is most noticeable. Sheldon no longer serves as the exclusive focus of the show, because each member of the Cooper household has their own arc over the year. Even though the socially awkward genius has his own storylines, such as his attempt to start the Grant database project at East Texas Tech, they seem to be divorced from the struggles of his family back in Medford. In addition to being cut off from the Coopers, he also has a lot of uninteresting personal stories that pale in comparison to the rest of Young Sheldon Season 6. It doesn't help that Sheldon has gotten so incredibly obnoxious in Young Sheldon Season 6, in addition to the lackluster plots. Everyone else has found it challenging to deal with the character because he has always been strange and unusual. However, for some reason, CBS seems to emphasize his eccentricities, which successfully draws attention to all of his shortcomings. This is best illustrated by two specific incidents in Young Sheldon Season 6. The first is in A Launch Party and a Whole Human Being, Episode 14 of Young Sheldon Season 6, where he is constantly talking about his Grant database as Mandy is giving birth and his parents are arguing about their possible extramarital affairs. Second, in A Stolen Truck and Going on the Lam, Episode 15 of Young Sheldon Season 6, he surreptitiously advances his own agenda as the rest of the family devises a strategy to locate Missy. Interestingly, though, CBS portrays Sheldon in the Young Sheldon Season 6 finale in a very different imaginative way. The Big Bang Theory prequel makes up for missing so many episodes with a grand finale, showing back-to-back appearances in A Romantic Getaway and a Germanic meat-based diet, and A Tornado, a 10-hour flight, and a Darn Fine Ring, following an odd string of mini breaks throughout 2023. Sheldon's impending trip to Germany is the main focus of them, but CBS is also ability to further specific stories, such as the connection between the socially awkward genius and Missy, in which he lets his feelings run wild. In the Young Sheldon Season 6 finale, Sheldon's worst transgression was revealing that Missy had sneaked out at night, even though he had vowed to stay quiet about it. But surprisingly, he chooses to brag about it since he genuinely cares about his sister. This is a good development for Sheldon, given his capacity for cruelty. In addition to genuinely caring about Missy's welfare, he also shows her exceptionally deep regret when she becomes very upset with her twin for what he done. It's as like he feels guilty for putting her in jeopardy, even though it was entirely her fault. After a year of primarily acting like a brat to everyone, it's wonderful to see Sheldon express some feelings. Given how obnoxious the character has grown, there are moments in Young Sheldon Season 6 when it's truly hard to watch him. In the two-episode send-off, there simply isn't enough time to save him. Ian Armitage is not at all to blame for this. The young actor has been excellent in the part. Rather, it's the way Young Sheldon makes use of Sheldon. It is impossible to attribute Sheldon's extreme annoyance in Young Sheldon Season 6 to a single incident. There isn't anything that could make him worse. Despite this, he faced several personal difficulties during the year. Despite the potential harm to Young Sheldon's narrative, the shift in Sheldon actually aligns with the established canon of the Big Bang Theory. CBS must progressively bring its portrayal of the character into line with his counterpart from the Big Bang Theory as the prequel series advances along the predetermined timeline and approaches the events of its parent series. Its title character has always been subdued in young Sheldon. This is one of the reasons that, in contrast to the Big Bang Theory, the family comedy has been able to produce more dramatic scenes. But bringing the socially awkward genius closer to his emotional outburst in the young Sheldon Season 6 finale doesn't align with the broader plot of the franchise. At the start of the Big Bang Theory, Sheldon was at his worst. He was already friends with Leonard, of course, but that was only because his roommate put up with him. At this moment, Sheldon's mistreatment of Penny was a better reflection of who he was. In terms of how it approaches Sheldon going forward, young Sheldon is somewhat of a puzzle. The whole narrative of the prequel may suffer if he is still a source of annoyance. Sheldon's antics, as demonstrated in Season 6, are no longer cute, and if the prequel heavily relies on him, some viewers may get completely turned off. However, young Sheldon will contradict the Big Bang Theory and introduce further plot inconsistencies with its parent series if the program humanizes him. At this stage, CBS must choose which program to focus on. However, given young Sheldon's increasing appeal, it could be wiser to act in the prequel's best interests, particularly if they intend to continue it until Season 12. In any case, young Sheldon can explain the significant shift in Sheldon's outlook by pointing to George's infidelity and eventual demise. They provide a legitimate explanation for his increased skepticism and rudeness in the Big Bang Theory. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.